Tales of the Jedi is here. Well, not exactly, the trailer is here. It's easily one of the most anticipated upcoming Star Wars series. This is Dave Filoni's next project before we see what he comes up with in Star Wars Ahsoka, the series of Rosario Dawson's live-action Ahsoka Tano. Now, Tales of the Jedi is an anthology series following Dooku and Ahsoka. We've got a full trailer plus some details, so let's go into breaking it down for you.
I'm tired of fighting.
I've been warning them about the coming darkness. Let's hope all that training pays off.
Greetings my young Padawans, my name is Captain Jack and welcome to Star Wars Now. Before we jump into the video, use the Force and hit that subscribe and like button to never miss a video from myself and the team here at Star Wars Now. As always, if you're talking about Star Wars, then we want to hear about it. Okay, so jumping straight into this, we get a tease of Ahsoka's home world. Part of T talks about Ahsoka's home planet. Every there is life, but you must face death, which is very much Ahsoka Tano's journey throughout the Star Wars universe. She has gone through hell and death and back probably, but she does now embrace life. We see some deer looking creatures in a forest clearing. This is very much a homeworld of her people. But talking about death, we have a sorrowful scene of Padme's funeral, which we now learn that Ahsoka was at. Ahsoka might have gone looking for Padme after the events of Order 66, and to find that she had died probably did hurt. Honour it, Padme continues, as we get a shot of Dooku in the courtyard of the Jedi Temple with the Great Tree. Luckily, after the events of the Empire and everything, a fragment of this tree was recovered by Luke Skywalker, where it's planted on Yavin 4 by the Dameron homestead. A shot of a saber-toothed tiger creature and a young Ahsoka Tano who even at a toddler age is able to tame this creature using the Force. We even see her later riding the saber-toothed tiger, if that's what we can call it, which is kinda cool. This is probably how Ahsoka's clan, tribe, and community figure out she is a Jedi, with an elder known as Gantika calling Ahsoka a Jedi to her parents. It is interesting to note that Ahsoka and her mother have a blue painted line on their foreheads, perhaps part of a ceremony or something, or family marking. Now we cut to a different scene of Ahsoka actually being a Jedi, being trained by Anakin against clone troopers, which is a key bit of information here. What is nice about this scene is in this particular training actually helps Ahsoka during Order 66, with some of these same moves being the exact moves she uses when Order 66 happens. So in a way, Anakin is partially responsible for helping Ahsoka survive 66. A T6 Jedi shuttle is seen going to a planet. This particular shot could be Plo Koon going to Ahsoka's home planet to find her and take her back to the Jedi Order. That would give a lot of symmetry, as a T6 shuttle would later be Ahsoka's ship last seen in Star Wars Rebels in the epilogue, as well as an upgraded live action model of it being shown at Celebration for the upcoming Ahsoka show. That's pretty cool. Dooku and a young apprentice, Qui-Gon Jinn, are seen entering a cantina. A nice little cool detail is that you can see the IG head looking devices behind the bar. A later shot seems to have the barkeep of the cantina an 8D series droid. The same series of droid Jabba used as a droid torturer and was voiced by Matt Berry in the book of Boba Fett. We get some Anakin talking, saying the best way I can protect you is to teach you how to protect yourself. We talked a little bit about Order 66 training scene earlier. We also see a younger Ahsoka training of Anakin in the Jedi Temple, whereas the Order 66 training scene looked to be in the hangar bay of a Venator Star Destroyer, so perhaps this is a flashback to Order 66 itself. In the younger Ahsoka scene, training against training remote, we all see Tera Sinub. Tera Sinub was a teacher of younglings at the Jedi Temple during this time, and was very interestingly enough seen recently as a prisoner in the depths of Fortress Inquisitorius in 9 BBY. Long since dead as a part of the Great Jedi Purge. With a village elder greeting Master Dooku, who puts his lightsaber down on the table. What is interesting about this is what George Lucas said the Jedi were like, putting their weapons on the table in order to negotiate with whoever was in front of them. Dooku says, "I want to bring peace and order to the galaxy," and in the trailer, I suspect with Dooku-related episodes of Tales of the Jedi, we'll see Dooku coming being almost too serious about his peace and order, going too far against those who will disrupt it, or disrupt the said peace if that makes sense. It does seem like Dooku aligns himself with these townspeople against a local militia besieging them. Who his militia might be is unknown, but they definitely have some interesting blue uniforms, and it's kinda cool to see different groups in the Star Wars universe. We do hear a young Qui-Gon Jinn begging his master to stop, and it's nice to get an old Qui-Gon being voiced by Liam Neeson as well, but the young Qui-Gon being voiced by Liam Neeson's son, which is a really cool touch. Dooku even force chokes the malicious commanding officer and pushes Qui-Gon back to stop him from interfering. Clearly a critical moment in Dooku's almost falling to the dark side. It is only the way you'll truly have victory, my Padawan. Again, seeing how ruthless Dooku is, and probably the inevitable leading him down to the dark side, is amazing, but also kinda cool. So one of the stories will be Dooku and a young Qui-Gon helping out this small civilian town, but it seems to be like another will be Dooku on a mission of Mace Windu, and against droids of all enemies. But not only droids but some humans as well, again in interesting armour but this time purple. This time, instead of Qui-Gon, it's Mace who gets Dooku not to go fully against these people and properly kill them, as he cuts the soldier's gun and has a lightsaber to their throat. We also get a flash of an older Dooku with a beard but not grey yet, as we come to expect of our Count Dooku. Another cool moment, Bail Organa is spotted in the trailer and is probably there for the young Ahsoka scenes at the Jedi Temple, maybe, unless he has some connection to do with Count Dooku. Well, in fact, we do actually know what Bail Organa is going to be doing in Tales of the Jedi. If you want to hear a leak, stick around, if not, maybe cover your ears for the next 30 seconds. Okay, I warned you, Bail Organa is actually going to be present at the funeral of Padme Amidala on Naboo. He was also a close friend of Padme, therefore he is going to run across Ahsoka Tano and also assist her later on. We actually broke down all of these Tales of the Jedi leaks in a dedicated video here on Star Wars Now. As such, go and watch it, and we'll come back later. So, if you're back in after that leak, well done. We hear Ahsoka say, "I'm tired of fighting," and she walks down an interesting looking corridor. This could be on feed before or after the Padme funeral, and would further explain why she's wearing a cloak to hide her identity. There's also a cool shot of an LAAT arriving on a Republic Center for Military Operations. Interestingly enough, this base was designed by a young Orson Krennic, who would go on to be director of Project Stardust, also known as the Death Star, before dying to his own creation on the planet of Scarif. Well done, Orson. Now, the Republic Center for Military Operations was previously seen in the Clone Wars. As the location of Ahsoka Tano's trial, it was held here when she was suspected for treason in a bombing on the Jedi Temple. This location will also reappear in the Bad Batch Season 2, so look forward to that on January 4th, I believe, which is going to be cool. There is a shot of Yoda and Obi-Wan Kenobi which seems to be in the Clone Wars, but has Obi-Wan in his Clone Wars outfit and slightly different Jedi robes, yet having him with longish hair. Now this may be odd, as if this shot is centering around Ahsoka, it would be while Kenobi has his short hair, so definitely an interesting choice to show this, and confuses me in this scene is meant to be, but maybe it could be just at the very start of the Clone Wars. We do see a classic Jedi funeral scene of Dooku, Terrasnobi and Sassy Tin. We cannot see who is in the coffin, but this could be the funeral of a Jedi Master Yaddle. Dooku says, "I've been warning him about the coming darkness." Late in the trailer, we see Dooku being met by Yaddle at the Coruscant Industrial District, the Works. It's the same hangar port being seen behind her, so it's definitely the tower with a Sith operating out of it. It looks like Yaddle may have uncovered Dooku's involvement with the Sith plans, and maybe it's found Darth Sidious herself. Further cementing his fall to the dark side, Dooku may have to kill her. There's even a little shot of an unknown ship arriving in the Works, which could be Yaddle's own personal fighter. Much like Yoda, she may have her own personal Jedi starfighter that is more customized to her size. But talking about the darkness, one of the coolest elements of this trailer is Ahsoka going face to face with an Imperial Inquisitor. This event is from the Ahsoka novel, but it looks like this event will be slightly changed with a different location for the fight. This Inquisitor having a metallic bird-like mask on, which does look super cool and imposing. However, this fight will now be Ahsoka getting her iconic white lightsabers, purifying the red-bled lightsabers of a sixth brother. It'll be cool to see how Ahsoka managed to defeat this adversary with the Force, and we'll see how different it is from the events told in the novels. Based off what we know so far, we may not see her getting the white lightsabers, which would be a shame, but we'll have to see when it comes out. It's important to note that this event is probably pretty soon after the formation of the Galactic Empire, so the Inquisitor is pretty new, so we'll see how the Inquisitor fares to the rest of the Inquisitorius. I think overall I'm looking forward to the Inquisitor episode, but the ones I'm most looking forward to are the Dooku stories, and seeing how he became to be who he is, and what helped him fall to the dark side. The series also sees Liam Neeson return for Qui-Gon Jinn's voice, as I mentioned earlier, but what's even more fascinating is his real-life son, Michael Richardson, will be playing a younger version of the character. Qui-Gon trained under Master Dooku, and you'll see him in the upcoming Dooku shorts. Additionally, Matt Lanter returns to voice Anakin Skywalker, while Ashley Eckstein is back to, of course, voice Ahsoka Tano. Tales of the Jedi will arrive on October 26th with all 6 episodes. While some may find this exciting, I do feel it overshadows the show's magic a little bit. Yes, they are short stories, but it seems like Lucasfilm overlooking the animation project sometimes. Or maybe it's Disney. Either way, I feel like bulk releasing is just a bad idea personally. Either way, Tales of the Jedi will be something to break up the Star Wars Andor content we're going to be getting. And of course, airing in just over 7 days now on Disney+. It's certainly going to be an exciting series to look forward to, and you know we're all going to be loving it. Alright, Exalted Ones, that's it of me, but what do you think of the Tales of the Jedi trailer? Does it get you excited for the upcoming series, or not? Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to keep up to date with the latest Star Wars news, lore, and more. You can also follow us on social media as well. Make sure to let us know what you think in the video comment section below, because if you're talking Star Wars, then we want to hear about it. For now, I've been Jack here on Star Wars Now. Thank you for watching, and may the Force be with you. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.